You're watching the AI Report. Few disturbing AI news today, especially the last piece. Let's get into it. Several humanoid robots were presented at the World Robot Conference in Beijing. Let's take a look. That's creepy. I don't know. Maybe people will disagree with me, but I don't see a lot of good use cases for humanoid robots. If you need some sort of AI-powered machine, build an AI-powered machine. No need to mask it and look like a human being. Like, what's the point? Next, the Associated Press has released guidelines for AI, discouraging journalists from using AI for creating publishable content. They may experiment with ChatGPT and other tools, but the AI-generated content can only be treated as unvetted source material. A good move by the AP here. In the disinformation age, we will need real journalists more than ever, although those are also becoming quite rare these days. Let's see what the AI titans are up to next. OpenAI pops its cherry in the startup acquisition game and buys Global Illumination, a design startup known for building a Minecraft clone. Now, why would the leading AI company acquire a game design startup? Good question. I think there's a chance they start some sort of a project to generate 3D experiences with AI. We don't have clear answers yet, only speculations. Let's see what happens here. Next, Google is getting into the self-help industry. DeepMind will be used to create at least 21 new tools for life advice, planning, and tutoring. Good. I don't think that the AI self-help guru will do a good job, but I'm sure it will be less annoying than those 21-year-old life coaches that I keep seeing in my Instagram ads. Speaking of being annoying, a little life advice from yours truly here. Never take life advice from a guy who still can't grow a beard or a girl who's chewing a bubblegum while talking to you. Moving on, General Motors will invest $60 million in Mitra Chem, a California startup that's working on AI-enabled batteries. The startup is using AI to test thousands of different cathode designs every month, and it can discover new, more efficient chemistries for batteries. Perfect. This is a great use for AI. Next, we have McKinsey, one of the biggest consulting firms in the world, introducing a generative AI tool of its own called Lilli. If you ask the totality of McKinsey's knowledge a question and an AI could answer back, what would that do for the company? That's exactly what Lilli is, says McKinsey's senior partner Eric Roth, the leader of the product's development. McKinsey are moving quickly on AI. They have been encouraging their team to use AI for quite some time now, and now this tool is like a personal AI of their own for internal use. I think this is the future of AI. Personalized models for every company that have access to all of the company's data and knowledge. The startups that will figure out how to do this effectively will crush it. Next, the AI server market is expected to reach $150 billion in 2027, according to Liu Yangwei, the chairman of Foxconn, the biggest electronics manufacturer service provider in the world. Currently, the market is evaluated at $30 billion. 5 times, huh? I don't know. I think companies, if they start needing their own AI models like what we saw in the previous piece with McKinsey, this market may be much bigger. Next, online casinos will become a lot more vicious and learn how to milk more of their victims' money with AI. Online casinos will use AI to analyze the behavior of players and learn which games are more addictive. They will also use AI for fraud prevention and better customer support. Okay, as a former degenerate gambler, I can offer 2 ways of looking at this. On one hand, getting addicted to gambling is one of the worst things that can happen to you, and AI has the potential to make that much worse. But, on the other hand, if you learn your lesson in a timely manner and quickly get out of that black hole of despair, it can be the best thing that has ever happened to you. The gambling phase was one of the darkest periods of my life, but it eventually led me to learn programming, funny enough, and then marketing and all of the good things that happened to me. So I can't say I didn't get anything from it. Maybe AI and gambling will make gambling so much worse that people start learning their lessons faster. It's tricky, no doubt. All I can say to you is, if you don't have the edge, either find it or quit the game. And finally, speaking of tricky subjects, Mindband AI is building a product that will replicate deceased people by training an AI based on the data of the deceased. I don't know. I don't like this. We should work on life extension, in my opinion, and maybe even immortality, but digital immortality is just creepy, especially if it stunts people grieving processes. I get that the point is to give people who've lost someone more time, but how many people will get stuck in this and never truly learn to let go? Sometimes with AI, the downsides outweigh the upsides, and that's the way it is. That was the AI Report. Like and subscribe if you don't want to see me grieve here, and I will see you tomorrow.